Hi, this is the top 10 of books of 2024. Coming in at number 10, we have Glitterati by Oliver K. Langmead. This is, I don't know if I could define it as science fiction. Basically, all this sort of very good looking, fashionable model fashionista people live sort of in this sort of separate elite from the rest of humanity. And it's about a couple who come across this normal baby, like normal like you and me, and they sort of adopt the baby. But it's I think one review described it as Clockwork Orange meets RuPaul's Drag Race, but don't know if that quite fits. But it is a very interesting genre-defying book. And number 9, and speaking of genre-defying, we have The Dollmaker by Nina Allen. I think this is, I would say, contemporary fiction, but it has stories within stories. It's about a person who's obsessed with all sorts of dolls, mainly old fashioned type of dolls from the 18th sort of century, in his life and his connection with another sort of doll fanatic. But he's also reading a novel at times, so there's stories within stories. But it's a really unique book, much like Glitterati. Coming in at number 8, we have The Collapsing Wave by Doug Johnston. And this is a sequel to The Space Between Us, which I also really enjoyed. This is a lot more grim than The Space Between Us. Aliens have arrived, but the American military want to sort of keep a hold on this and sort of keep it down and use the aliens for all sorts of experiments. The American military are really sort of harshly portrayed here, but I do sort of think that can be a little bit scarily accurate. But it's, as I say, it's quite grim, but it's a powerful read. Number 7, we have Project Cleo by Stephen Baxter. This is a fun science fiction sort of Man from U.N.C.L.E. type of story, involving like a British factory that makes the sort of the kits, and it's like in the factory there's robots making other robots, and it's just a sort of a fun romp, really quite thin but very enjoyable. In at number let me check, 6 is The Gift of Joy by Ian Waite. This is a collection of short stories by Ian Waite. Ian Waite is a sort of the beating heart of British science fiction. He's edited so many things. I don't must be like in the 20s, but he's edited so many books, and he's like a big part of science fiction. But it's a collection of a number of different fun short stories, all with a little introduction as well, which I quite like. But it's a really good collection. And speaking of good collections, number 5, we have The Utopia of Us, an anthology inspired by Evgeny Zamyatin's We, edited by Dika Magia Smits. And there's a whole bunch of big names, very talented names in science fiction, including Ian Waite's, previously mentioned. But this is a really good collection of very, very interesting and all very different short stories inspired by We, by Russian writer Evgeny Zamyatin. And I listened to the audiobook, and I know the audiobook is not like reading the novel, but I don't know, sort of not exactly uninspired, but I didn't think that We was that big a deal, but it must have been to inspire all these stories. I'm probably not getting it in the terms. I think We was written in the late 1800s in Russia, so I'm not really fully appreciating it in its place and time. But this is a very good collection of short stories. Number 4 is Mage Born by Stephen Arian. This is fantasy done right, great characters, magic, fantastic realm. And number 3, and speaking of fantasy being done well, we have The Lost War by Justin Lee Anderson. And this is a fantastic, it's got the winning formula, great characters, and you're on a journey with those great characters. And the ending, I can't want to avoid spoilers, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The ending, the world sort of turns on its head, it turns upside down. It's an amazing ending, fantastic twist ending. And number 1, we have What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. This is a gothic masterpiece. It's If Edgar Allan Poe was alive today, he would write this. It's just, I was caught up in it. Beautiful, fantastic characters. Even though it's short, it's really just sentence perfect. This soldier of fortune in the 1800s, I don't know if it's mid 1800s or early 1800s, but he goes to it's sort of a rewriting of the House of Usher. He goes to this house, and there's scary horror goings on, and people are sort of, the dead are being moved by fungi. It's amazing. So that is the top 10 for 2024. Thanks for watching. Bye.